What's going on, guys? It's David here. Welcome back to another review video on this channel. And let's not waste any more time just because this was a shoe that I always wanted to get, especially when this shoe first came out. I didn't really have the option at the time to pick up the shoe, but really stoked on being able to find this shoe and found it at a really cheap price, brand new. And I thought, hey, I need to get my hands on this shoe. And today the shoe is the Reebok Crossfit Speed TR, and I'm just gonna say this right out of the gate that this has been a shoe that I have been extremely impressed on in regards to the performance right out of the box. As you guys know, I am not a huge Reebok fan in regards to training shoes, but this shoe has definitely changed my mindset on the idea that Reebok actually does produce some pretty good quality shoes. Now I will preface and say that again, that this shoe is a little bit older. You can still actually purchase this shoe, but in very limited quantities. I hope at some point they actually bring this back and do like full on releases for them, because this shoe, in my opinion, has been pretty phenomenal, just in regards to the way the shoe has been designed. So one of the things about this shoe in terms of breathability, it features a mono mesh upper overlay, which helps with the breathability as well as the durability. You can see that on the seams, and in the critical areas, it's all been reinforced with this texturized rubber type plastic. It also has a little bit of a Nano 6-ish sort of feel to it as far as the silhouette goes. Another dope thing about the shoe is that the sides of the shoe are flared out just a little bit, kind of mimicking the idea behind a weightlifting shoe, the wide base allowing for more stability. So in regards to things like quick cuts or even just lifting in general, the stability of this shoe is definitely been reinforced. The midsole is also dense enough to allow for heavy lifting, as well as not too dense enough to where you could do long runs on these, as we will see in the running portion of this test. The inside of the shoe, it feels as well really great in terms of putting your foot in. One of the things that I noticed is that if you do have a wider foot initially, you will realize that it does fit quite a bit snug, a little bit snugger than you would find in the Metcons, if that's what you're transitioning from. And with this one, I found that it was definitely very snug, but I think over time it'll definitely loosen up and allow for a little bit more comfort. And it wasn't anything that was unbearable. In all the tests that I was able to do with this shoe, I found that it was actually pretty comfortable, even though it was a little bit snug. And so I'm actually looking forward to breaking this shoe in over time. Some other cool features of this shoe is that when this shoe was first released, it came out at a time when heel clips on shoes were just coming out. So with the Nike Metcon 2, that came with the heel clip on the heel of the shoe, and this shoe also came with the heel clip on the heel of the shoe. So I mean, when you think about this shoe is definitely built for agility, it's built for speed, it's built for Metcons. It's kind of, I mean, everything that I would really want in a shoe. It's also got the Rope Pro technology that you would find on like the Nano 4, as well as I think the Nano 6, if I'm not mistaken. So rope climbs shouldn't be an issue in this shoe. And I think overall, just in regards to beating up this shoe just in general, I don't think that this is going to be a shoe that's going to be easily beat up, but I will find that I think I will enjoy wearing this shoe because it won't get super hot, especially when you're doing, you know, long distance running or doing extremely long Metcons, and just working out in general. You find that your feet will heat up, and there's just enough breathability in this shoe that will allow the heat to escape so that this shoe won't get uncomfortable. As I mentioned before, the bottom of the shoe features all of these different flex grooves, that the idea being that if you're doing things like agility work or running and jumping and just all sorts of different movements, these flex grooves are going to allow for you to make those transitions that you need while still giving you traction on the floor so that you don't like slip around, kind of like the idea behind wearing a cleat on astroturf or grass, when you're running around with the cleats dig into the ground and prevent you from just sliding all over the place. These grooves here allow you to really hold your traction to the ground and make those quick cuts that you need. Not that you would be doing a lot of those different quick cuts per se, but if you are doing, you know, WODs that involve running, things like that, you will find that you will feel very safe making the transitions that you need, especially if you're running outside. Another cool thing, like I said, there's reinforced points along the bottom of the shoe that kind of help with the areas that would see the most pressure when you are lifting. So if you decide to do things like snatches and clean and jerks, you can find that these shoes will provide you with enough stability in those lifts to where the midsole will not compress too much, and you just won't find yourself jumping around or squishing around as you would in most other shoes. So with that, guys, we are going to go ahead and jump over into the field testing of this shoe, which includes a 2-mile run, as well as some heavy lifting, as well as a pretty brief Metcon, about a 15-minute Metcon, to show you guys what it's like to actually work out in these shoes, as well as give you guys a little bit of insight on what I was feeling with this shoe. So, cutscene.
Alright guys, so we are here at Union City Trail, which is a trail just right outside CrossFit One World, the gym that I go to. We are going to be going on about a 2-mile run. I haven't yet put on the shoes. Well, this is my first time putting on the shoes, the Sprint TRs, and so far they've been pretty comfortable. The ride height within the 0.34 miles that I've run has been pretty low, a lot lower than I expected them to be. But so far, the insoles on them, the midsole on them, they feel pretty sturdy, but also very comfortable. I feel like the denseness of the midsole doesn't take away from its responsiveness while I'm running, as well as take away from any sort of comfort that I would have. As far as shoe fit, they feel pretty snug, but I would assume over time the shoes are gonna get a little looser as I break them in. But so far, they feel pretty much great. It's only been 0.33 miles. I'm gonna do about 2 miles, see how that takes us. And then I'll follow up with you guys as far as overall my first impressions with this shoe in terms of, is this a great shoe for long distance, short distance? And then we'll go ahead and do another WOD test as well as a weightlifting test. So let's get into it. All right guys, so just finished the run. I ran for about 30 minutes in total. And overall, I would have to say in terms of satisfaction with the run and with the shoes, overall it's been phenomenal. Again, I know these shoes are a little bit older, but in the regards of just trying out new things, I think is always key, regardless of whether something is a little bit older, whether something's newer. You kind of have to always try to find what works best for you. And so far, I've been really satisfied with how these shoes have been performing. As I said, these are what they're looking like. The nice thing about these shoes also is the tread on the bottom is really great if you're planning on going for a run on trails and things like that. So again, as far as like overall comfortability, the shoe's been phenomenal. My feet didn't hurt, even though the shoe was brand new. I haven't worn them at all. The shoe just responded fairly well. I think this would definitely be a shoe that would run in for a very long time. And I'm also thinking that this might be the shoe that I replace my DSX Reppers with, because my DSX Reppers, I really wouldn't want to take them on a trail run, just because the midsoles on them are just like, it's almost like foam. So they would just get destroyed instantly. But these are going to last a very long time, especially because they're built, you know, also with CrossFit workouts in mind. If you look, they also have like the rope Pro technology on there. So far so good. Tomorrow I think we are going to do a Metcon with the class. We'll probably do some strength stuff, and I'm just going to purely wear these. So we'll see how that goes in the Metcon portion of this review.
So as you guys can see, overall with this experience in the shoe, I found that I was very comfortable and stable, as well as my feet felt very cool in the shoe. It felt very comfortable to walk around in this shoe outside of the tight snugness at the forefront of the shoe. I didn't really find any issues with breaking this shoe in. The run portion felt very great. The Metcon snatching in this shoe felt actually fairly good. The interesting thing is that you'll notice that, I don't know if you guys can see this, but at the bottom of the shoe there is a hard plastic platform or board that runs along the shoe, so you do get that extra reinforcement, something that you would want with weightlifting shoes. You kind of find that kind of incorporated into this shoe. And yeah, like I said, with the weightlifting portion, did some hang snatches at 135, which is maybe about 60% of my 1 rep max. And then also we followed that up with a Metcon that was a 15-minute Metcon with 10 wall balls, as well as 3 snatches. It was supposed to be at full, but I kind of mixed around between full and power. And overall, I felt really good. For the wall balls, we did 30 pounds instead of 20 pounds. And again, like I said, overall, the shoe felt really good, really stable, really responsive in all the areas that I would want it to feel. I didn't feel like this shoe was too reinforced in terms of too much cushion, and I just felt that like it was the best of both worlds in terms of having a really great running shoe, a really great lifting shoe, as well a shoe that would really complement most Metcons. And I would have to say that I was pretty happy with the purchase of the shoe. Like I said, again, this shoe, I don't think you're going to be able to find this shoe in a lot of sizes anymore, but on Reebok.com and CrossFit.com, CrossFitStore.com, as well as RogueFitness.com, I think you might still be able to purchase these. I actually purchased these at a local Nordstrom rack that I was browsing at, and I got these for about 44 bucks, but online I think you can get them for about 74. And I honestly, I'm really looking forward to training more and more in this shoe. Like I said, I've been a huge Nike fan in terms of the types of shoes that Nike has been creating. My favorite Nike shoe has been the Nike Metcon 1, but over the years they've kind of transitioned to the style and the fitting of the Nike Metcon 1, and they're way too loose. And I feel like this shoe is a shoe that feels very similar to the Nike Metcon 1. Doesn't have as much of that bounce to it as the Nike Metcons, which I actually kind of like, and I surprisingly actually liked with the running. I think this is a shoe that I could definitely see myself running long distances in and not feeling my feet get fatigued too quickly, as well as this is a shoe that I can wear in Metcons and strength portions of workouts if you want one solid shoe. And yeah, guys, that's going to be it for this review. I'm going to keep it simple, short, and sweet. If you want to purchase this shoe, I will leave links down below to this shoe. Let me know down below if you guys purchased this shoe. Did you guys like it? What did you like about it? What didn't you like about it? I'll have more insights to things I may not like over time, but as far as the first impressions go, and only having this shoe for about 48 hours, I think this shoe was a great addition to my arsenal of other shoes that I have, which at some point I'm gonna need to start getting rid of these guys. But overall, guys, this has been a pretty awesome, responsive shoe. I think I'm going to keep rocking these for the rest of the week, keep training these and Metcons and things like that. I might do a follow-up video to these shoes, but I'll definitely let you guys know in that regard. So, guys, again, let me know down below, did you buy the Speed TRs? Did you like them? Did you not like them? What did you like about them? What didn't you like about them? Or what is your favorite training shoe at the moment? Do you like Nobles? Do you like Reeboks? Do you like Nikes? Let me know. I want to hear all your guys' thoughts in regards to training shoes. As always, guys, may your barbells be heavy and your coffee be black, as well as make sure to like this video if you found it informative, as well as subscribe if you like this kind of content. This is David, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.